Hey there, this is Katherine Cartwright. Welcome. I have a very fun video. I say that every time, but this is a really fun one. This is a new set from Diamond Press that's available at hsn.com, and it's going to be on Craft Day that I am so excited about. I've been trying to make videos, but just running out of time, but I had to make a video on this one. This is called Fiesta Doily. It has three shaped dies, outer dies. I'm not really sure what I should call them, like a layering die, I guess. And then there are these other ones that you can put into the piece, and then there is a sentiment, a word, I should say, that you can add into it. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start some die cutting here. This is just a die set. There are no stamps in this one, so you'd have to use your own stamps if you wanted to for the inside, but you really don't need a lot, and you'll see why. Okay, so I am doing one of these outer dies. There are three of them, three different patterns. I'm using a couple of pieces of the Textures cardstock, which just came also from Diamond Press. It's going to be on Craft Day. It's on the website. I've got all the links in the description of everything coming from Diamond Press, and this one is going to be a real showstopper. Okay, so that's the first one. This is the second one that you get that has kind of a pink, like a pinking scissors edge to it. It looks like, to me, that's what it reminds me of. And then there's some little pop outs here. I could see threading some twine or something through these. I mean, a lot of ideas for these kind of outer layering pieces. All right. And then here is the third one. Okay, so this is just three dies out of this huge set that I've started with. All right, so I just wanted to show you the versatility of it, that you could use these three, just cut these one after the other, and you have a bunch of new layering pieces for your card bases. Okay, and this, I didn't measure this. This is the only thing I didn't do, but it has to be about, I'm going to say it's 4 inches by 5 1/4. I'm going to measure this, and I'll put it in the description. It won't be listed in the video, this part of it, but I'll put it in the description. Okay. So moving on, you can tell I'm very excited. All right, so here I've got another piece of scrap cardstock here, and I have put the outer piece, and there's the inner piece that I was referencing that has a pattern, and then there is the word die, okay? I just use that center piece to kind of line up this image. Hopefully it's pretty straight. It was just kind of a quick way to hopefully lay it in there. You could use a ruler and some measuring thing if you want to, but I really don't think you need to, because you can use that inner piece that I'm going to do in a second too. Okay, so now I'm just going to run this through my machine, and it will cut out the outer layer, and then it's going to cut some letters into there, a word into this paper. Okay, so this is the second way you could use it. And you can see that this says congrats. Super, super cute. And so when I was recording this after the fact, I was like, oh, I guess the fonts are all the same. I didn't even pay attention to it, but they're not. They're totally different. So I'm going to show you in another second. I've cut all of these out so you can see all of the sentiments. So hang on for that. So again, this is full of exciting things. So, and you could fill the congrats back in with letters if you wanted to. I am going to do something different with mine, but I think in one of my samples I filled the letters back in. So you have that option. Okay, so this is just some of the things you can do, and I'm just trying to clean up a little bit. I got some stuff everywhere. All right, so now I'm going to keep moving on. I've got another piece of texture paper, and I'm just trying to decide which of these sentiments. You get all of these sentiments. And again, or I should say word, I guess they are sentiments. Cheers, I think birthday wishes is one, missing you. And then you have these pieces that you lay into this die, okay? And you could leave the word out if you wanted to. I did not think about doing that. That's another way you can use it. You can just leave the word out, and then you would have the frame cut out, and then you could stamp something onto there as well. So I don't have time to go back and add that to the video, but that's another thing that you could do. So again, I think this is the most versatile set I have had in a while in terms of just being able to make all of these really fun, interesting backgrounds. Okay, so I've run this through my marquee It's a little hard to see on this textured paper, but you can see it pretty well. I'm going to add this to, here's a piece of white so you can see it. So you've got all of that pattern there. You could add another piece of cardstock behind it. And so here's this piece. We've got the pink one. Here is the one all with the different edges. And then there's that congrats again. And I'm just showing you how you could just cut it from a different color and fill it in. But I decided that I'm going to fill it in with some cardstock. All right, so this is just a way, if I'm just going to show you also this on, it fits on, this is an A2 sized card. All right, so it fits beautifully directly on there, but I wanted to see if I could add a layering piece underneath this piece, and I'm going to do that in just a second. All right, so a quick way to fill in these letters if you don't want to paper piece it in is to just add a piece of cardstock behind there. And I'm just kind of adding glue to the little pieces that might poke up in here where the letters were. And so I'm just going to make sure that that is glued down really securely. I put a little bit too much glue on there, so you're going to see some kind of smushing out of here, but it'll dry. And that is just a way to quickly fill in that space. Okay, so there's this one here with that pattern paper. You can see that it still really, really shows up. All right, so I'm going to trim this down to a layering piece, and I think it's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I'll list that in the description because I wasn't really looking at the measurements. I should know it by heart, but I'm really not great with math. I have to say the fractions get me really bad, but you can see how beautiful that fits on there. So I can layer this onto another piece of cardstock and make some very quick and easy cards. And you can just see I'm just kind of laying these on there to show you the differences. And I'm going to take some glue here and add this to the back of this patterned paper, and I'm going to glue this onto the green because I thought that would be a nice little contrast there. And I'm going to just finish some of this off camera because it's taken forever. So you don't need to see me trying to glue all these little pieces. You also could use like an adhesive sheet or something too to speed up, especially if you're going to make some like mass production of these. We've got graduation coming up for congrats. You could use this for a baby card, for a wedding card, a lot that you could do with this. And so I'm just going to lay this onto my card base and press that down, and I've got a quick card. You could add a few little gemstones. You could come back and fill in some of the paper around the congrats, like the little kind of burst on there. You could lay some paper back in there. So again, just so much you could do. Now I went and cut all of them out because at the end of the video I was like, I want to see all of the sentiments, and these are what you get. So there are 9 of them. Congrats, happy birthday, big hugs, love that. Miss you, thinking of you. I've got more coming. I dropped them all on the floor. So I'm grabbing them up. Celebrate. And you can see I mixed and matched these together. All right. Here's birthday wishes. And I'm going to have to pull some of them out because there's not enough room on the screen. Thank you. And cheers. All right. So look at all of the possibilities. And this is just a tiny bit. But again, I was mixing and matching the outer die with the inner die with the sentiments. So here are a few samples that I made that you'll see on HSN. I ink blended one of these with the cheers and then just a simple thank you card. So I hope you enjoyed this. I really am so excited about the set that I just had to share it with you. It really, to me, is a must-have for your craft collection. Thanks so much for watching. Leave me a comment if you have any questions, and happy crafting.